everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today what I wanted to talk to you about is losing those fun pounds, and you know what I'm talking about, those fun pounds that you gain when you're on vacation. Now, I recently came back from a 10-day Southern Caribbean cruise, and I indulged. I really indulged. I normally practice a healthy ketogenic diet along with intermittent fasting. I did none of that on vacation. I ate anything I wanted when I wanted it. Now, the first probably 2 or 3 days, I wasn't hungry in the morning just because I'm not used to eating in the mornings. After a few days of eating breads and pastries, I woke up and I wanted a muffin, or I wanted a roll, donut, something. I wanted pastries in the morning, and I don't even normally think about it, but I did. And I indulged. During the 10-day cruise, I gained 6 pounds and my husband gained 9. Now, I know I didn't gain 6 pounds of fat and he didn't gain 9 pounds of fat. A lot of that was water weight. You retain a lot of fluids when you're eating things you don't normally eat. We had a few of those foo-foo drinks with the umbrellas in them that are higher in sodium, and you will definitely retain fluid with that. So even though it wasn't fat, I wanted it off my body. Now, I did gain probably a couple pounds of fat, but you know, that's okay. I came home and I had a plan of attack. I did not let those calories, that fat, take up residence on my body. I got rid of them. You know, adios. They needed to go. So I was really happy with the results I had this time. I came home and I pulled out my phone and I immediately started using Carb Manager. I have a video on Carb Manager. I'll put a little card up there and I'll put a link down in the description box telling you how to use it. Now, I have used several tracking apps to track my foods. This one I thought was one of the easiest to use and one of the best to use. It helps you figure out your ratio of your proteins and your carbs and your fats, and the database is huge, and it's very easy to add in your own custom items. So you can watch that video if you have any questions. When you have any questions about that, you can put them on that video. However, I went back to tracking. I also tracked my water intake. During the time that I was trying to drop those pounds, I only consumed water and coffee for liquids. I didn't drink anything else, water and coffee. And I drank probably 20 ounces extra water per day of what I would normally drink, just trying to get everything flushed out of my system, and it worked. What our plan was, I did not follow what Carb Manager told me to eat the first 3 days, and this actually really works for me. The first day back, I consumed only protein. I did do intermittent fasting. I had 2 meals, and they were protein and fats. I did not consume any carbs. The second day, I had all protein at lunch, and for my second meal, I had my protein and my fats, and then I had just a small lettuce salad with, I think I had green pepper in mine. So that was the only carbs that I consumed that day. On the third day, my salad was a little bit bigger, and I also had some asparagus, so I did have some vegetables. But you'll notice that my carbs on those days were very nutrient-dense carbs, and they were high in fiber. So the net carbs, it was very little those first 3 days. By about the 4th day, I was back to my normal eating plan, which is 17 to 20 grams of net carbs per day. And I'm usually at 17 or a little bit under during that time. But when I'm trying to lose weight, I definitely stay on the low side of that. But this worked for me. This was the quickest that I've come back, and I've actually lost all the weight that I gained. It was also the most weight that I've gained, but it was a longer cruise. I don't regret anything. We had a wonderful time, but it's also good to be back. It's good to be back on a routine and a schedule. It's good to know what I'm going to eat and when I'm going to eat it. I'm back to my normal workout routines. While I was on vacation, I walked a lot, and I did go to the gym a few times and get a workout in, but not as hard as I get at home. But I did walk a lot. I had over 10,000 steps each day while I was on the cruise. Many days I had 15 or 16,000 because I walked on the ship, and we would walk into port, and some days we'd be snorkeling, so I also was swimming. I did not have my Fitbit on during that time, so I don't really know how much it counted, but had a wonderful time. Said I did gain that weight, but I lost it. So I really think the key is coming home and getting right on your schedule and getting it off. I know many people come home and they wait another week or two before they start it. They're waiting for a Monday, they're waiting for the beginning of the month, or they have like a birthday coming up, so they're going to wait till after that. You know, just come home, get right back on it. Be very strict for a few days at the very beginning, and that really helps with the cravings. The first 2 days, I was waking up and thinking, where's the pastry? Where's that muffin? You know, I don't claim to be an expert on intermittent fasting or ketogenic lifestyle, but I can tell you what works for me. And right now, the combination of the two works for me. So I'd be glad to share what I have learned along the way. So if you have any questions, leave them below, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching.